This is really a ploy to just start that martial law. All of
But
this
then,
people to act
yeah,
crazy so he can just be like, "Oh, see, everybody's in chaos because we took away their
yeah.
Now we
resources, and
gotta,
now they don't know
yep.
what to do, and now they're in survival mode, and now we get to do what we want." Okay. Welcome to the Uncultured Rules podcast. Welcome back to the Uncultured Roots channel. I'm Brother 17.
It's your man, H.M. Hershman Babu. What up, what up?
And this your man G Fly. What up, though, my babies?
And we're back. Got some topics to talk about. And I'm gonna let Fly lead the way.
Yeah, man. Since the last time we've been on here, we was D'Angelo.
Yeah,
So I think
R.I.P.
it
Rest in
was
peace.
pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer, yeah.
Rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
You know, that dude was a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't see a world without, all the songs he done put out. Especially My Lady. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like his sound is basically like that neo soul sound.
Neo
It's like
Mm-hmm.
it just
That was real popular in the early 2000s.
yeah, man. The record industry got rid of that. It was too good, you know. But yeah, man. Rest in peace, Sam. I know you're gonna be missed by a lot of people, fans, and people in the industry he was cool with, and prayers to his family.
He shared a child with Angie Stone, so I know.
Oh, damn, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So they lost both parents in short amount of time.
Yeah, I knew she worked with him on his album, but I didn't know that she was involved with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And he was young too. I think he was like 51. It's like that's young, man. That's not old.
Yep.
And that's why it's always important to go, get yourself checked. I mean,
regular checkups.
Dr. Friday. I just went Friday and got my blood drawn and I mean, but I go to the doctor every either 3 months or 6 months. I go at least twice a year. So
I used to. I need to get because I haven't been to a doctor since I've been here. So it's been a couple of years for me.
Yeah, I definitely need to
But
get
I was just filling out, some information to set something up.
Yep.
Make it a regular routine.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we getting up there, so we need to.
Yeah, exactly.
When the engine, when you do it when the engine like.
Don't wait till the engine light come on.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, as much as like I could say like. As much as I can't stand needles, like I hate needles with a passion.
Me too.
But it's like I'll put all that aside because I'm like, hey, draw this blood, man. Check me out. Let me know what's going on because if I don't know, then I can't, I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
I think it's important for all the brothers because men historically we don't like to go to the doctor because when you go to the doctor you feel like, man, I'm just gonna hear bad news. But it's like, man, you rather I don't care what nobody say. You rather know than not know. Know what you're dealing with instead of just dropping dead, keeling over one day.
Right.
Just out the blue, just like, man. And that's not fair. That's not fair to the people that love you as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, if something can be prevented, so definitely do that preventative maintenance. Not saying that he didn't do that. He was private, so he even if he had known.
Even if you go every 6 months.
Exactly.
Life still happens, so you ain't no telling if he was,
Yeah, and if you're not, most people are private when it comes to stuff like that.
Right.
Check with Bozeman. He knew what was going on, and that's why when that picture came out of him when he was skinny and everybody was clowning him, I never laughed at it because I'm like, I don't know what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never laughed at that shit because
I
anytime
don't know
a
what's
person
wrong with
loses weight
people.
like
That
it's
ain't
like,
nothing to laugh at.
Exactly. That's what.
The hell wrong with people?
I don't know, bro.
And, you know, they be jumping out the window saying anything. They just say any old thing.
Yeah.
And people like to joke all day, like, you don't know what's going on with somebody, man.
Exactly.
You just don't know. You can't say anything.
Yeah.
All right. Definitely rest in peace to that brother, and Angie Stone as well.
Yeah.
Definitely terrible losses. Two legends in our community. But speaking of legends in our community, moving on to the good segue.
Yeah, versus last night.
Make them say,
nah. Yeah. New Orleans stand up. Y'all was very well represented out there in Las Vegas last night, man. The verses with 2 storied crews and labels.
Yeah.
No Limit and Cash Money. Storied.
Yep.
Definitely two of the biggest independent.
Yep.
Come out the same city.
Yep.
They both turned the game, on his head. So.
Yep. Took the game for what it's worth. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say enough, man. Like, Master P, man, that nobody's ever done what that dude has done in the game, and it'll never be like reproduced ever again like that.
Yeah.
Like, this man was having stuff come out every month. He wasn't waiting I'm gonna wait a couple quarters and then Silk dropping. I'm gonna wait a couple quarters, then I'm gonna drop it, then this one drop. No, this man dropped every month. That 90, what was the 97, 98
96,
run?
97. I think for me, I remember it was 90. It might have been 96, might have been 97, somewhere around there. I just remember I hated that summer. That's all there. No Limit Soldier. I hated that shit, bro. I'm I couldn't, bro. Listen, I will be the first to say it, okay? And maybe this is an unpopular opinion. I hated that music, bro. I didn't like that shit at all when it dropped.
I can't lie. I was right there with you. I was right there with you.
I'm like, bro, turn this garbage off. Everybody love this shit.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, why everybody love this shit?
Right. It took for me when I got older and I started paying attention, and that's before I even knew who P really was and the moves he was making and how he was orchestrating all of that shit.
Yep.
That's what made me appreciate it. That's what made me go back and change my stance. That's what made me go back and be like, okay, maybe I was a little too hard on it because I was 9 or 10 years old. Like, what the fuck did I know? You know what I'm saying? So, but as an adult, when I got older and I look back and I'm like, nah, this wasn't garbage. This was actually innovative because this was a step in the right direction for Black independence.
Yeah. And it was just how they did it in the South. It was different from what we was used to.
That's what it was. Like, I was based on East Coast.
It was foreign. Yeah. Exactly. I was listening to Jay-Z and Nas.
It wasn't trash. It was just not what I wasn't used to. That's why
it was different. Because I listened to the East Coast, but, I was going back and forth in the South because my people was from down there, so I would be traveling. And then, I had a homie I grew up with. His name was Henry. Shout out to Henry, man. Like, his people's from New Orleans. And so, I always heard about New Orleans through him and stuff like that. And he always brought back music and stuff every time you went down there. And you could say, man, these are the hottest people coming. And No Limit was like one of the first pieces of music I ever bought with my own money. So it was different for me.
I know that was a cassette tape, right?
Yeah.
No, it was a CD.
Oh, you got a CD?
Oh,
I remember the tapes.
I remember the cassette tapes.
It was at this time. It was that transition.
Okay.
Where they was going from CDs to tape, from tapes to CDs.
Yeah.
In fact, I bought Silk. I know people were like, Silk the Shocker is old. He can't stay on beat ass, but I was, I bought his CD at a video store called Joyland in Pontiac.
Okay.
It was right next to the apartments my grandmother stayed in. I stayed in with her. One of my schoolmates, his father used to work there, and he used to work there with his father, and then we would go up there and rent movies and get our snacks, Fruitopias, if y'all remember those juices. And getting all kind of, chili cheese Frito-Lays and all that. And we started seeing... we started seeing that music up there, and we like... I remember I bought a Silver Soccer CD. My homie had bought DMX, I think the Fresh on My Blood, Blood on My Blood or something like that.
Yeah.
One of his first one. It's one of his first ones he had out.
Yeah.
We buying music from up there. No Limit is like first thing I ever bought. So when I'm on here and I'm listening to like Body, it give me chills. It made me think of a time.
It definitely is nostalgic music. Now, Cash Money on the other hand, I clicked with them right away. Like the Hot Boys and Juvie. As soon as they came out, I was like, what is this?
Me too, same thing. The Hot video did it for me.
Yeah.
Like
it was different, but it was like, this is dope.
Yeah. High did it for me with Cash Money.
Yeah.
When I saw High
and
video.
The video and the projects and
it.
I was like,
that video was a work of art.
Gritty. It's dope.
It's a work of art because now I could see the visual of what my homie was describing to me when him and his family would go visit New Orleans every summer.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it on TV and I'm like, yo, he ain't joking. It's crazy like that down there. It's like a third world country looking like. But yeah, man, both of those labels, legendary. And I know 17, I seen one of your videos on TikTok. You was talking about nostalgia. And, this is just one of those things for me. Like, lately, I also, too, been on that nostalgia thing. It's just like, man, all this stuff around that we have now, I be thinking to myself, like, man, these kids, man, I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Because all this stuff is like, it seemed like it's all that and stuff when you look out at the outside packaging, but it ain't really all that. It don't last long. They like selling it to make it look nice, but they make it break down faster because they want you to keep rebuying.
Planned obsolescence stuff. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Like, you absolutely correct on that. Hey, man, let's sign it up, make it look real good, but make it run like dog shit.
Right.
It's just like, Apple with iPhone, you know what I mean? You get the iPhone and then, they let you hold on for that one for a couple generations and then they be like, start slowing it down on purpose.
Yeah, on purpose.
They want you to keep buying it. They want you to keep buying new iPhones. They're not going to give you cords that's going to last long because they want you to keep buying cords, which is why they don't sell them with cords anymore. They don't sell them with earphones no more. It's just different, man. It's different.
No, this I mean, but that's going to tie back into capitalism. That's going to tie back into greed. That's going to tie back into, well, this is just business. No, it doesn't have to be that way. This is how greedy people say it's just business, but it doesn't have to be that way because it's, I'm not trying to go on a tirade away from the subject we're on, but it's just bringing up the premise of this is what happens when everything, when it just becomes about money and it's no longer about serving the consumer base, the customer base. You're just selling it because, especially established products like what you just said, like an Apple or the major top brands, people are purchasing brand name or just like the stuff I heard about with Gucci and all them high end products. Talking about, oh yeah, you thought that stuff was being made in Italy. Nah, it was being made in China. That came out recently. Like, nah, and you paying that high-end price when they paying that slave labor.
Less than $1.
To make that shit, and you still... sorry, I just never been...
$4,000.
I never been on that high-end. I never been on the fashion kick. I never been about brand names, shit like that.
Yeah.
Especially with clothing. So gotta forgive me for that.
Yeah, no, man. I like nice things, but I'm not willing to spend that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a limit.
Absolutely not.
When people was going crazy about them belts, and I saw the price, I said, yeah, they keep that.
Yeah.
You're not about to pay all this for a belt. No. But anyway, man, shout out to P and the whole tank, all the tank dogs and the tank girl. Mia X is the VIP, the MVP of the night. Mia X killed that.
She killed it.
Tore it down.
That's what's up.
Tore it down. And Juvie did too. Tore it down.
Yeah, I heard somebody saying he was the Jada Kiss of the night.
It was between him. It was between Juvie and Mia X. They both was killing it. They was killing it last night.
I gotta go back.
Wayne didn't show up.
Yeah, I was wondering why Wayne didn't show up.
I'm not shocked.
I'm not shocked either. Like,
I don't know if it's
Turk didn't show up either.
You know, Turk fell out with them.
Yeah.
You know, a month or two ago, and so he was like he ain't going.
Yeah.
But you know, Wayne, I don't know. You know, maybe he like, I'm outgrowing this now, and y'all wanted to do that show. I brought y'all on to do that Louisiana Fest. We did a couple stuff. Maybe he like, okay, I'm done with that.
I'm done with it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I've heard he was in Las Vegas that night doing a show somewhere else. I'm like, man, you could have did this over there.
That's messed up. Yeah, he was actually in Las Vegas too.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people was like, hey man, you was crying about the Super Bowl. You could have did this, and I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
Like this like, could have been the one that you was there for.
Right. This was created by us, right?
Yeah. I think you should have did it.
That should have been the more important one.
Yeah. So again, man, shout out to P. Shout out to everybody on the tank. Shout out to the whole Cash Money, everybody. Juvie, Fresh, Stunner. Like, you know, all of them. Turk. I'll never leave Turk out. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because he was there. You know what I mean? He was one of those guys that was there. You cannot X Turk out. Like, I don't care. I mean, Stunner even shouted him out last night. He kind of did a slight diss, but he still shouted him out.
He thought he caught him a beat or something.
Yeah, but you know they talk crazy like that down there.
They talk
you know, they be like, oh, you little beat. But they that's how they be showing love. Talk. And they don't mean nothing by it. It depends on, I guess, on how they say it exactly.
Right.
But,
or who they say it to.
Yeah.
Somebody you know like that. Right?
But they talk like that down there. So it's not, I don't think it's as harsh as people think it is. But he did shout him out. So again, man, shout out to them. Shout out to the whole New Orleans. Y'all won that last night for sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Well, let's move on to the more depressing part of the show. I mean, well, you know, more serious, I should say. I won't say depressed. I mean, it's, you know what? Never mind. It's depressing for some folks.
Just, you know, a lot of craziness amongst.
Yeah. So
things going on.
We're gonna. You're right.
We're gonna. This is the norm. This ain't crazy. This is norm.
It's crazy that it is norm.
Right. We had a normal week. We were like, oh shit, that's crazy.
What's happening? The Orange Man is not on TV.
No news.
We're gonna move on. Talk about the SNAP dilemma, the food stamp dilemma, and I saw this clip on Twitter, and I thought it was meaningful, at least to me. So I'm gonna play this clip.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're going to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets. They have toys. They have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. Close the wallets. cop boy. You know, we shouldn't be spending any money then. It makes no sense for, in response to the government taking food off people's tables, for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money, yeah, shut it down. Close the wallets.
She sounded like my man. She was like, close the doors. Close the doors.
The pastor.
What's his name? I forgot his name. Damn. You know what I'm talking about. Close the doors.
Close the doors.
The wallets.
I thought he was recently in the news for something else again. I forgot what it was.
Is that the same one that was talking, that was Marvin, was it Marvin?
Yeah.
Marvin Sapp?
Winans, the Winans.
Marvin Winans? Is that the same preacher?
It's a Winans. It's a Winans.
Yeah, I mean,
the same person.
Winans.
Is it the same person that was telling people shut the door and the one letting them out? I hope not. But boy, like, you doing some wild stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same person, but yeah, I thought it was.
Well, I mean, to her point, she make a valid point as far as like, you know, if you're the government and you want to take food off my table, then I'm not going to keep fueling your engine. I'm not going to keep funding your economy. And you know, I hate the fact that we got to say these words backwards and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like trigger. I almost didn't catch it at first. I'm like, cotton boy. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, you got us out here talking like Satanists and shit, saying shit back
to, because
it's going out here sound like them slaves back in the day.
That video wouldn't have went viral if she didn't. If she would have said it the right way.
That's true. Yeah. But it's just sad that we
saying this stuff on their platform. So
exactly.
Well, I agree with her. We shouldn't really be participating in these Black Friday, because you got to understand, it's not even just the government we talking about here. When you go spending money like that in these stores, you supporting these corporations. You supporting these corporations' products. And I ain't talking about if you spending black, buying black. I encourage that. If you're gonna go out on Black Friday, buy black. You know what I'm saying? Buy black. But if you just getting it from, doing, your regular shopping, oh, this is a deal. Well, that's the whole point. The whole point is to lure you in there. How do you get a fish to your lure with a worm? You got to make it appealing, appetizing. And that's what they always do. So with the people losing their food stamps and stuff, like I made a TikTok video about that the other day. And like I say, if people start getting their food stamps cut and people start going hungry and people start bum rushing Walmart and all these other places, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen shit. Okay? I don't care. Like, if you're a business, like I said in my TikTok video, most likely you got this shit insured anyway. So do I condone what's going on? Do I condone someone robbing or stealing? No, of course not. But I also don't condone the government not, being able to. My beef comes from the fact, if we can subsidize corporations that already make billions of dollars, then we can take care of our people. I don't give a shit if they don't have a job. I don't give a shit what you call them lazy. I don't care how you want to fucking describe it. If you're propping up billion-dollar corporations, you should be able to take care of your citizens who you rely upon to do labor for you to contribute to the economy.
Well said.
I agree. In fact, it's almost like you don't have no choice but to not buy from them, because if you depend on food stamps and they taking away food stamps and this holiday season is coming, which is the craziest time to do it. You know what I mean? Around this time, to do it. It's bad any time of the year, but this is the time of year when the money is coming. So it's like almost like you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
But, you're taking away food stamps from people who rely on them. So really the next thing they're going to do, the money that they would probably had if they had food stamps to buy the stuff at the stores, they're going to reallocate that money that they would buy the store, and it's probably going to end up going to feeding themselves throughout that time period.
That's what I was thinking. It's going to automatically, take away from corporations, because if people ain't got money to feed themselves, they're going to reuse that money for what they need it for. So,
right. So, I don't know. I don't know, what got them thinking that they're not going to, feed these people. Like, first of all, like, this thing with the freeloader thing, man, like, okay, if you, let's do it how y'all want to do it. Let's take away food stamps from people, and they freeloaders. That's what you want to call them. Okay, well, let's do it your way. Now, if you know what Skid Row, and you've seen Skid Row, whether you've seen it on TV or you see it in front row in person in LA, then you know how treacherous that is. If you've been in New York lately, then you know how crazy the homeless issue had become in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You keep doing stuff like this, taking stuff from people where, and you know what I mean, they rely on these resources. You haven't gave them anything for them to get back on their feet, and you just taking it away without, guiding them along to something better or self-reliance.
Right.
You gonna have a Skid Row in every major city.
You gonna have a Skid
in the
City.
country, and it's basically like a little town in the city.
Exactly.
You gonna have one of these in every city. And you talking about freeloaders? Well, the freeloaders is gonna turn into robbers. Okay, like, cause what y'all don't understand is, man, when you take stuff away and you don't help them with being self-reliant, it's gonna turn into survival.
Yeah.
Yep. Pick your poison.
Yep.
So yeah, you feeling comfortable now, and you saying all crazy stuff on the internet because you feel like it without thinking. They're gonna be robbing you. And if you're a person who own a business and like 17 say, yeah, man, your stuff insured, but you don't want to have to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be innocent people who got real stores, who run a legit business, that's trying to do right. They gonna feel the brunt of that because people gonna be surviving. They not thinking about if this person is feeding their family with the store and running a legit business. They gonna be taken from them.
Exactly.
It hurt everybody.
People in survival mode don't think rationally. They think, hey, I gotta eat. I gotta, I gotta survive. So they gonna do whatever is necessary. So that's gonna lead to.
And that's all that I want people to wake up and realize. Like, use that bad word that starts with an E. It's a very, very bad word in an individualistic society. It's called empathy. I know it's a dirty word, but you have to use empathy for your fellow man or woman, because the alternative is always going to be worse. I don't want to see nobody in survival mode, because if they in survival mode, everybody's a target. Everybody got crosshairs on them. You don't want somebody to be in survival mode. Why should I? Think about it this way. You comfortable now. You ain't gonna always be comfortable if your neighbor ain't got food. If the person next to you is falling on hard times. That's what it's like people with houses and in the community, that's why they be so strict about, hey, keep your property value up. It's the same thing, except it's not necessarily property value, it's the value of life. Okay? I want the person next to me on the left side, the right side, front, back, top, bottom. I know I did that wrong, but either way, I want everybody to be good, because I'm gonna be good. I don't have to worry about, all right, I'm gonna have to, my neighbor, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to put somebody down because it looked like they just seen we went grocery shopping, and so they know we got food. They seen us carrying the bags in the house. I don't want to have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, think about the people who get groceries and stuff delivered to their house. Now you putting the people who do honest jobs, you putting them in danger. What about the people who DoorDash? You putting them in danger. People really out here hungry. People out here starving. Come on, man. That's what I'm like. We have to think collectively as a community. They did all this shit to drive us apart, and it's like we only think about ourselves. We're not thinking about nobody else, and it's like this benefits you.
I want
See, the next man get ahead benefits you.
What's the reason they're trying to take it away?
Well, because
was it any explanation provided?
The USDA, which is pretty much what funds SNAP program, is running out of money because they, the government shut, the MAGA shut down. Since they taking money and pulling money out different areas, they taking money out these programs. Because I found I saw the clip, but I didn't download it, where Trump was talking about all these Democrat programs, like Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. Those are Democrat programs, but those are Democrat programs, but Republicans get them too.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Are only Democrat people using Medicaid?
It's like, that's
don't tell me ain't no Republicans on Medicaid.
He ain't got no common sense. Ain't got no common sense. Come on, man. The country's literally being led by
Republicans on SNAP benefits.
Most of them are. The low income ones, I should say. You do statistics on food stamps, you know who get them. They try to make us be the boogeyman. Oh, look at all these black people on SNAP. Yeah, look at the percentages. More white people on it.
It's just people who, like I've said on this show time before, man, they've been fed this information that black people are the only ones that's getting in, and they the freeloaders and nobody else gets it. But if you was actually in these places,
mm-hmm.
and I ain't ashamed. I've been on Section 8. We didn't have food stamps.
I didn't ate off fold stamps. Yeah,
I didn't ate off.
And I done been in these offices.
Yeah,
I done sat in these offices, and I done went to the Section 8 housing things, and I could tell you, black people ain't the only one in there.
Yeah, exactly.
This is somebody who hadn't been in there. See, I always kind of didn't want it though, because I always felt like they always in your information. They gotta know everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So all that information where y'all think that people just be getting it, they just get it all willy nilly, and it's easy to have. It ain't like that.
No,
you don't just go in there and get it. It's not like that. It's people who signed up for it, who need it and didn't get it.
Yeah, a lot of people got denied. And for the people who are confused, you do have to work. You have to have you have to be on some type of something, or at least working towards it.
Yeah, like depending on your situation, depending on how much you will get.
Right.
It's not like they, like the 90s, how y'all thought how it was in the 90s, where it's just like, people just not go to work, they just sat on their butt and got checks. It's not exactly like that.
No.
I'm sure it's some people who, where, like, for example, like with Section 8 is people who got a voucher where it pays most of it. And then they have to pay a little bit, but it depends on what your situation is.
Yeah.
But it's not like you just walk in there and get it. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all need to really decide and pick what y'all want, because y'all saying people freeloaders and why are they on this? I'm tired of spending my money on this. Well, y'all don't want to have the government make programs to help people be self-reliant. That's what they need. But if somebody offered to try to do that, y'all have a problem with that too, right?
No, I just find it rich that these people get all high and mighty on their high horse about, let's kick these people off food stamps. But
and it's nothing
about the farmers who are asking for bailouts because the guy that they voted for screwed them over and lost their soybean markets and all of that. And he went and gave $40 billion to Argentina, but he gave it to their farmers, but they wouldn't give it to your ass who voted for him.
And they mad.
Let them be mad.
They mad too.
Let them be mad.
Look, man, what do y'all want? What do y'all want? And it's funny, is money. A lot of y'all that's saying this is middle class. Y'all, a couple checks, and y'all are just in the office too, looking for handout.
My God, this is the part.
Ain't nobody safe.
Dog.
Nobody's safe.
Look, this is the most unstable time ever right now.
This is
because the market's changing super fast. AI and all this crypto stuff is coming in. Y'all ain't even ready for what's about to happen. Y'all ain't even ready. But you ready. Up here talking. No, nobody's truly ready. But these people are sitting up here on their high horse. You don't even got it like that. Exactly. You don't even got everything situated like that for what's about to occur. But you up there pointing your fingers and you so mad at other people and you looking at their skin color and where they at as far as with how much money they got in their finances.
Getting assistance. Yeah.
AI come in, he be taking your job in the next couple years. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing that's for real right now. Like, come on now. It ain't even your money like that. You know what I'm saying?
But to my point, to your point, to my point, to Hirsch's point, why don't y'all be in an uproar about these corporate subsidies? Y'all don't say nothing about these corporations that get money on top of the profits that they already make. Y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't care about rich people getting richer. We've all heard that old adage.
Don't care about those breaks.
Huh?
They don't care about those breaks.
Yeah, you don't care about those tax breaks. You don't care about the rich man getting richer and screwing you over in the process. But that Jim down the street, or I'm sorry, Tyrone and Shakisha.
Yeah, they're eating.
No, not them.
They get $200 a month.
Not them. No. We definitely can't have the Mexicans and the illegals.
See, this is how uninformed a lot of people are. They don't even know really anything about money at all. And they worry about, with somebody who has little money getting a little assistance. That little assistance ain't nothing compared to the tax breaks and stuff these wealthy people be getting.
Right.
Don't even make a dent.
Like, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know.
Richest people paying less tax than you.
All right, so let me go on.
Make sense.
I'm gonna go on to this second clip about this food stamp stuff, and then we close it out. And
you frozen up.
Me?
Look like it from me.
Oh no, I'm still good.
Okay, he was frozen for a minute.
Oh no, it's only on your end, man.
Oh, it was me? Was I frozen?
No, you wasn't frozen.
But yeah.
You seeing him froze was just on your screen because he was all right with our screen.
All right, I'm going to play this next clip.
The administration will be taking away EBT next month. Yes, that's right. No food stamps next month. How do I feel about it? I don't care. But let me tell you why. Before you get your panties in a bunch, let me explain myself. Number one, this is coming from a woman who was pretty much homeless and disabled, and my state still wouldn't give me food stamps. So I didn't get rich until this year. Secondly, y'all need to start thinking about it. They finna shut off food stamps the month of Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something. I don't need to depend on y'all for me to eat. And I don't think nobody else should either. Because look at the effects. They're just talking about taking food stamps away, and y'all are willing to act crazy. That quick. They got you that quick. I had seen one video, this lady was like, it's the taxpayer's job to take care of my kids. Mm-hmm. I thought if you pop them out, it's your job. Nobody told you to have all them kids. And if you can't afford a kid, you don't need to be having them. The government will literally give you free contraceptives. Free contraceptives. But then you want to take it upon yourself to go pop out 6 kids with 6 different niggas that don't want to take care of their kid with you, and then complain that all of us don't want to fucking pay for your food. That's who we're talking about. We're not talking about y'all who work hard and this and that and all that. I don't even even know why y'all get offended when we say we don't care. This is not about y'all. It's about the ones who sit up and do all this stuff and then act like it's just our responsibility. Why is it my responsibility to pay my taxes so you can feed your 8 kids? Meanwhile, I gotta go work hard so I can feed my one? Nah, man. You got the super studious type people who are looking at it like, oh no, well, the economy is gonna crash and now the groceries are gonna be even more high priced. Hey, well, we gotta do something. We gotta figure something out. Do y'all wanna have a meeting? What's the solution? Cause let me ask y'all this, and I want an honest answer. What was y'all gonna do if food stamps was never invented? Y'all just wasn't gonna eat? Y'all just wasn't gonna make way? What would you have done?
Her argument at the end is pure bullshit. What was you gonna do if food stamps wasn't invented? Well, you can say that about anything. What the fuck would we be doing if the country wasn't invented? What would we be doing if fucking no, that's just what they call it, a straw man argument, whatever. I can't get down with that bullshit. And the second point, the one I wrote down was she was talking about how nobody told you to go and have all those kids. While I do agree with that standpoint, I am in agreement with her on that. But at the same time, let's not act as if our government does not incentivize us to have kids. You ever heard of the child tax credit? People get money back in the form of taxes for the children that you have. The government needs people. Hell, it's a government made of people. They encourage you to have kids because they need labor. So I agree half and half on that point. Like, don't be reckless and irresponsible because yes, the type of the children that you do pop out, you are responsible for. It is your responsibility to take accountability to take care of what you produce. That is true. You got no argument from me there. Right. But let's not act as if the government doesn't benefit in the long run the more children that you produce. That's why they incentivize it. So that's why I'm like, the government is trying to have it both ways. This is when they try to spin shit. So I can't, like I say, I'm all about individual responsibility. And two, you don't want to be necessarily dependent on the government per se. Because, in the beginning, when me and my wife, when we weren't married, but in the beginning, when we first got on our own, shit, we was on food stamps. We sure as hell was, because we wasn't making enough money. But as time went on, we got better jobs. We no longer qualified for food stamps. And then shit got real hard for us immediately. But we had to figure a way to make it work, which is what we did. We figured out, hey, we're going to have to pull money from this, or we're going to have to stretch this, whatever and whatnot. We made a way, and then, some things happen along the way that I can't say on the show that what people do. You know what I'm saying? We got looked out for in other ways, if you know what I'm saying, without saying it, you know what I'm saying, by people who, was you get what I'm trying to say without saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a little extra,
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? So that came in handy. That helped a little bit, but we didn't even come to depend on that. You know what I'm saying? So I get both. I get the perspective of not wanting to rely on the government. Yeah, I get it. You got no argument for me there, but let's not act as if let's not act like, oh, the onus is just strictly on the onus is just strictly on the people. Because again, what are we not talking about? We're not talking about the rich fuckers who get who get more. Do you realize? Oh man, the rich people still get Social Security. Rich folks still get Social Security, even though they don't need it. But because they paid into it, they still get it. They don't even need it. So I mean, God, man. All right, I'm just gonna stop it there and let y'all have y'all way, because I'll be the fuck around, took all the time.
No, I agree with everything you said. I do agree that, a lot of people need to make better decisions, with their life, and not just, having a bunch of kids that they can't take care of and just keep making the same mistakes over and over. But what I don't like is the generalization. Like, everybody on food stamps is not like that. Everybody who need assistance from the government is not just trying to take advantage and, just do whatever. When I was young and my aunt was raising 4 boys that wasn't hers, we had food stamps because she needed it. She wasn't sitting on her ass. She was working. She had a job. She had a salon. But she still didn't have enough to feed all of us. So situations like that where people, need to get back on their feet, I think it's still necessary. Maybe they need to just do like a case-by-case basis or look more into it to see, if there's any fraud involved and stuff like that. But nah.
That's what they be doing.
Yeah.
That's what they be trying to do.
It's already, yeah.
That's what people don't understand. All they know is, these people just be getting benefits and they just sitting on their butt.
Just
like,
sitting on their butt
like,
and not doing nothing.
Nah. It's a whole fraud. They be checking for people for fraud.
Exactly.
They be doing all of this type of stuff. Trust me. Yep. Trust me. They see what they don't be hearing about is the people they done found doing the fraud and getting in trouble for it and losing their benefits. They not hearing this type of stuff. You know what I mean? You just heard her say that she, like I said to my point, you don't just go in there and get it. You heard her say she needed it and she didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So this is what I feel about what she said. I'm half with that too. I agree with her that that people in that position shouldn't have a self-entitlement thing. No, you shouldn't be expect this. Like, it's your job. No, she's right. It's not our job to fund your life. Right. Like, this thing here is for you to have a leg up, to get yourself together.
To get back, pull yourself up, not to just be there forever.
Right. So you got to use it to get yourself together and get right.
Yeah.
You can't, to rely on this government you see right now, that's a fickle situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I was saying, when you were saying socialism, I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to rely 100% on the government.
Yeah, because if you do, like I've said about the whole situation with people coming over from Mexico, and we was talking about I was saying, man, I wish that my thing to them was like, yo, at least try to get your citizenship first. I know it's not an easy thing to do, but I will at least try to get it first, because this government, this system is fickle. The regime could change every couple years depending on how the election go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then when the stuff start coming in effect a couple years after the fact.
Yep.
So it's just like, yo, you can't rely on them 100% because things have changed. It's people who don't have your best interest at heart trying to get in those seats to make sure you don't have your best interest, that you don't get anything. Mm. It's people that's really opting for you to not have anything. They don't feel like you deserve anything, even though you worked. To them, and with their view, they feel like it's nothing if you're not doing it the way they feel like you should be doing it, because they got it that way. And we all know that's not always the case. You don't always get it like that. So
it's more than one way to skin a cat.
Right. So on that part, I agree with her. But, on the other parts, I don't. You know what I mean? The only thing that gave me grace with what she's saying is like, well, let's sit down and figure it out. Yeah. Like, let's do that.
Exactly. It's not just pointing. I mean, it should be give and take, right? The government should provide certain things to its citizens. The citizens provide labor and feed the economy, right? So
But the issue with that, Hirsch, is that is their job.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They just bought in. The issue comes in when they bought in or big companies in the middle of it, so they could get tax exemptions.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the issue. That's when some of the issues start coming in. At
I think at the end of the day, yeah, we can sit down and try to talk and hash it out. But you know as well as I do, there's too much corporate interest involved. It's too much, just too much lobbying. It's too much bribery. It's too people are already for the people to be able to actually make real change. I'm talking about in the levers of power. Their hands already tied. You know, everybody's already. I hate to say it, but you already owned. You're already owned by somebody. And so even if we're able to have this sit down talk and try to come with a solution, people ain't gonna be arguing in good faith because you're already at the mercy of, you got to do whoever signed the check. You got to do their bidding, and if they don't want it, you ain't gonna go for it, even if it harms the people that voted for you to get there. You know, and that all goes back to, we ain't never gonna be able to fix shit in this country, and I'm gonna keep preaching this shit. We ain't never gonna be able to fix nothing as long as money is in politics. Facts. We never gonna fix nothing.
yeah.
If you have the ability to be bribed and bought off, ain't shit gonna get fixed because you gonna submit to the highest bidder.
Yeah, that's never gonna be that's never a good mixture.
Yeah, so ain't nothing ever gonna change. I don't mean to sound like a pessimist or a nihilist, or ain't shit changing as long as money is in politics. Ain't nothing changing. It's gonna keep remaining the same no matter who the fuck you vote for. It's gonna be the same. I ain't discouraging you from voting, but I'm just telling you, the person who you voting for has already been paid and bought.
And if you get a politician who's truly standing on business and, you know what I'm saying, can't be bought, they'll soon be replaced because the corporation's gonna pay to back another, politician who they could pay off.
Yeah, who rolls with their interests.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's because Americans, this country is so dumb that you will sit there and believe the TV commercials. You believe the bullshit that come out of a lying politician's mouth, even if you've already researched, which nobody fucking researches anymore. Even if you researched and look and say, okay, this person finances say they haven't taken any donor money. The largest donor, the largest contribution that they taken is $250 from a normal citizen. If that's your highest level of contribution, that's probably somebody you should vote for. If somebody's wrapped up in a super PAC or in all these PACs and all of that shit, where all this dark money and all this shit flowing, you probably don't want to fuck with them.
You voting for that super PAC, whatever they want done.
Yeah, but see, not too many people are even knowledgeable about that. They don't even understand half of that shit. They don't even know that stuff exists because they're not following the money. You know, and it, because you listen in the slogans, you looking for the viral moment, you looking for the 3-letter phrase that you can put on a fucking bumper sticker and slap it on the back of your truck or slap it on your house or slap it on a lawn sign. You know, they've dumbed down and simplified political rhetoric to where they've dumbed it down to where it's just catchphrases and viral sound clips, without you actually looking under the hood to actually see what makes this person tick. Who are they beholden to? This is why shit ain't gonna change. This is why government programs are still gonna get cut. This is why people are still gonna vote however they vote. You got Republicans in there trashing the government, destroying everything. And guess what's gonna happen next year if we allow it to have elections again? People still gonna turn around and vote Republican again, expecting shit to change. Not saying that, if you vote Democrat, everything will change. Well, it might change somewhat, but you still got to remember what I just said. Even they are, if they're corporate bought and paid, even they beholden to somebody. whether it's the pharmaceutical industry or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, either way, this is just why I'm like, as much as I want to side with the Democrats, and I really do,
they ain't no saints either.
There you go.
You know where I feel. You know where I fit with that, man. I'm not messing with either one of them right now. I got to see something. You know what I mean? I got to see something shake, bro, because it's been talks of this and that, and it's not. It hasn't come to fruition like that from neither one. Well, from them, from the Republicans, they've been saying everything they've been talking about doing so far.
Yeah, exactly.
For them, for their own,
they about that action.
But you know, the things that they want is not
in our interest.
It's not in our interest. So, look, man, black people, as far as good people just need to look out for good people. That's that. But as far as black people is concerned, I'm not the first one to say it. I probably won't be the last one. And y'all probably get tired of hearing it. And y'all probably don't know how y'all going to do it or how we going to do it. But look, we just gonna have to really look out for each other. That's just it ain't no other way around it.
Right.
There's no way around it, bro. Because if let's go off what these people think, which is that all black people are on food stamps. Okay, let's say that we are. Okay, and they take them away. Then we're going to rely on each other to get through. Yeah. Or else we're going to be robbing each other.
Well, that's what they want. All of this is really a ploy to just start that martial law. All of people to act crazy so he can just be like, oh, see, everybody's in chaos because we took away their resources. Now they don't know what to do. And now they're in survival mode. And now we get to do what we want.
But for the people who are sitting pretty and that send them, they feel like they're in a good spot and they point down at people, especially black people, and like, oh, see, y'all guys freeloaded. Listen, man, after they done with robbing each other, they're going to rob you. And the thing is, man, it's couple, you already getting robbed. You just don't know it yet. Because it's two ways of getting robbed. You get robbed at gunpoint or knife point, whatever, and then you get robbed with paperwork and through laws.
Yeah.
Yeah. One way is dry and the other's with lube. Which one do you want?
Pause.
I think they both dry.
Right. Soft to dry.
Dry or drier.
It's dry either way.
Ain't no way around it, bro. You gonna get robbed. You gonna get robbed, bro.
Oh shit. My fault. Oh man. All right. Well, I said what all I had to say on that subject. We gonna.
Yeah, me too, man. I think the farmers finding out firsthand.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And we probably gonna talk about them in another episode. So all right, now we're gonna move on to a story that broke my heart. The NBA and they scandals. Man, my beloved NBA, what is going on?
Mr. Big Shot, man, what you doing?
You know, the NBA and its latest scandal. So I have a clip that I'm gonna play. I haven't seen it fully. I saw like the first 5 seconds of it, and I'm like, all right, we talk about this. So I'm gonna play this clip, and we'll go from there.
The FBI is building a RICO case against the NBA. I'm explaining it as fast as I possibly can, but you might want to grab a little something before I tell you this. Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier are part of 30-plus arrests that have been made. To answer your question, yes, this does involve the mob, but let me break down why this is so crazy. So there's two kinds of rings that have been going on, and they've been investigating this since 2023. There's one where the players are basically stating that they're going to be out for a specific number of games, telling certain people, and then they get to put the bets on it. We talking about tens of thousands of dollars made like that. But then there's another one, and although that other one was crazy, this one gets wild. So the mob was getting a lot of these different NBA players to basically get more people to come in and gamble on their machines and on their tables. Here's the problem though. They were cheating. Like X-ray tables cheating. Card readers cheating.
Damn.
Hidden cameras cheating. It gets crazier because not only was this happening, people was showing up to the events and getting robbed at pew pew point. You heard me right. People was getting robbed at ooh-ah point. Now here go the deal, right? Some of the athletes, they gonna be able to feign some kind of ignorance on the second thing that I named. But the first one, not so much. So do expect to see a lot more of these arrests and expect to see some people step away from the limelight because they was in there telling everything for a 10-piece lemon pepper wing. I ain't gonna name no names, but I'm sure y'all can figure it out. Now, the craziest thing about this has likely been so rampant, the NBA likely didn't even realize these arrests were coming. Otherwise, they would have taken down all of the prize picks, the DraftKings, which, by the way, they did this morning. Don't think I didn't see that. We all saw that. But just understand, this case is far from over. But you and I both know that by the time the FBI get involved, gang, they got so much info on you. But the really crazy thing is seeing whether or not this leads into even more investigation into some of these refs. Like and follow for more updates.
Oh, no.
I hope the NFL next. Because I know them refs be in the pocket heavy.
Now, I'm gonna give a I hate to say a conspiratorial take on this. Yeah, I don't know how much of this is real. I mean, I know it's real when the FBI get involved, but what I'm saying is the NBA did terrible last season in terms of ratings. The NBA's ratings have been going down.
Yeah, that the championship game was the least watched in like years. The Thunder and
Pacers.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is I'm not saying that this didn't take place. I'm not saying that it's not real from the aspect of, y'all was in there because money's involved. So all bets are, no pun intended, but all bets are off when money is involved. Okay. But they are going to benefit from the standpoint of getting more viewership to people to watch the games and stuff now. Because people in my own circle who I was just talking to this morning was like, I'm actually interested in what happens this year in the NBA now.
Yeah, when you betting, you got more interest in watching the game.
So I don't know. I'm just saying, for Chauncey, Terry Rozier, a few other people, y'all already rich, man. This is what I'm talking about with greed. You already got money.
Bad decisions.
What are we doing?
All you gotta do is fly straight and live good.
What are we doing, man? And
they don't want to downgrade. After they leave the league and they're not making as much money because it's a significant drop.
Yeah, I know.
As far as the stream of income is concerned, it's like they don't want to downgrade. Like, man, it's nothing wrong with it, man. And skip what anybody else got to say about it because, man, you up more than a lot of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Even more than the ones that's sitting there talking about you downgrading.
Right.
And they ain't upgraded yet. So
right.
that, there's that. But, man, I wouldn't risk it.
No.
I wouldn't risk it. Like, I think the FBI has a history of showing you shouldn't play with them.
Yeah.
I heard Chauncey was more about like a poker games or something at his house, and he said the mafia was involved, and I'm like, oh man.
I don't know how the mafia get involved with you.
Exactly.
Bro. A poker game in your house. You just don't want to touch the mafia, bro.
Yeah, nah.
You don't want to touch anything involved with them, man, because anything you get involved with them with, man,
it's not easy.
The shit is gonna get on your hands, bro. Like,
and once you get in with them, it ain't easy to get out. You can't just be like, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not how it works.
But then too, man, you're gonna have to answer with your dealings with them. You got to answer to the people that they even afraid of, which is the FBI. So just don't get involved with them, bro. Like, you get involved with them, it's gonna be all bad, bro.
Yeah. So as far as like, people in the league gambling and stuff like that, I don't understand it. I mean, you already making a good amount every year, and the amount that you stand to gain from doing, gambling and shit ain't even worth risking your whole career. So I don't understand that part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, for the love of money, they say.
I mean, you gotta. I mean, logically thinking, like risk reward. Like this is a high risk situation. You know, if you get caught, you gonna lose everything.
But
you're gonna get this quick money. But
I mean, look what they're getting arrested for: gambling. Gambling is high risk. We deal with people who like to mess with the risk.
Exactly.
You putting risk on top of risk. Like,
well, they about to lose this one.
If you that much of a thrill seeker, man,
right.
go skydive. Go parachute out of a plane or hike a mountain or something. Go hike Everest. If you that much of a thrill seeker, or you know, go in a dark alley and find you know, somebody without a rubber, and then you know. If you want to play that
I mean, they already.
That's a high risk.
I mean, they already play. I mean, ball players are already high risk because you know they be picking women and they don't be like, is this one?
Hit
is
them
this
first
one
night.
gonna hit me up? Is this one gonna take all my money? I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play this last clip of Shaq. His perspective on what's going on. If it plays.
Y'all know the letter of the law when it comes to gambling and sports gambling, and I don't want to sit up here like I'm some perfect guy. Like every now and then when I go to Vegas, I'll play some craps and I'll play some roulette, but never gambled at anybody's house. Don't know anything about poker, so I don't know what they're talking about when it comes to the Chauncey thing. But I know Chauncey, I know Damon very well, played with Damon, so I don't want to sit up here, but I'm ashamed that those guys will put their families and their careers in jeopardy. There's an old saying in the hood, all money ain't good money. So if you're making $9 million and you're dealing in certain things, like how much more do you need? Especially if you know you get caught, you can do jail time, lose your career. You know, put a bad image on yourself or your family or on the NBA. I agree with you, Chuck. They dropped the ball.
Yeah, the risk, the reward don't add up to the risk.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's just
risk benefit analysis.
Yeah, I mean, we said that on the show probably before too. All money ain't good money. My grandma used to always say that growing up.
Yeah.
Like all money ain't good money, and for her it was more so leaning on you know, passages in the Bible where it's like, you know, it's the love of money is the root of all evil. If you're willing to do anything for money, you will do anything for it. You know, and that's, you know, so I'm glad I've never loved money. You know, do I like money? I don't care about money. It's just a mechanism to get the things that it's really a means to an end. You know, I don't really. Yeah, it's just a mechanism to get the things that I want and need out of life. Like I don't give a shit about money actually. Like, you know, but you know, they dropped the ball, pun intended. They I wasn't there. I've never had millions and millions of dollars, so I don't know. Is it because they've got bored of being so rich and wanted to figure out how to lose some of that money? I mean, you could have just gave me some money. You could have given me millions of dollars and just considered it a loss. I mean, it's my gain, but you could have.
Hey man,
you could have just handed some my way. You know, I could have joined your class of being a new millionaire. I could have been new money on the block, and you denied me that because you wanted to play with Bob.
Look, man,
I can't forgive you for that.
Look, man, you can give me the money. I put it in my high yield savings account. I give you a percentage every month.
No, I'm not giving you nothing because once you gamble, you lose.
I do a contract with you. I give you a certain percentage up to a certain time, and then that's done. Yeah,
Fly is more likely to get that deal because if you just want to just give it here.
You just gonna lose, right?
Yeah, because see, I'm telling you,
I can make sure you never see that money again.
listen, man, you
feel that.
This is a good gamble you doing with me. You gonna get some return because because my thing is I'm trying to get out the situation, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. So I get out the situation. You get a little bit of cash flow to a certain extent, to a certain time.
Yeah,
we all in.
For anybody out there that's a multimillionaire, if you looking to lose 9 or 10 M's,
just hand it over, right?
I'm your guy. I am your guy, okay?
You'll never see it again.
You will never
I'm also your guy.
You will never see it again. You
I'm
probably
also-
won't even see me again.
I am also your guy.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? You look at it like this. You go broke, you need a friend to help you out. Yeah, you help me out, I'll be obliged to help you out.
Yeah, man. If you
run the same play that you ran with me.
Yeah, if the cash ever becomes too heavy to hold,
I got a pair of hands to help.
Always open. Always open.
Got a pair of hands right here. I help you lift that up.
bless these hands. All right, well, that's been today's show.
I hate that it happened to our
Beloved Chauncey Billups.
beloved Mr. Big Shot, man.
Oh my God, man. He was just honored a few years ago.
Exactly.
Oh, don't tell me it happened again.
What happened?
Oh, you did just freeze.
My God.
I froze?
No, you back. You good. You good. Good. We're going to keep rolling.
Good. Let's close it out before I get any other.
Yeah, editing already about to be hell. All right. You know, we hate to see that it happened to Chauncey. You know, he a legend here in Detroit. But yeah, we just gonna cut on up out of here while the getting's good. And make sure you like. If you like the content, like it. If you don't like it, just mosey on. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. You know,
Share.
Tell us the parts we got wrong. Share it, and we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next time on next video episode. Y'all be smooth.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.